Welcome you all again for the thermodynamic lecture series. Today we are going to solve some more problems on properties of pure substance based on constant volume process, and also we are going to use the interpolation method using your calculator. So before getting into the problem, so we need to know what is the state of the steam. Okay, so there is the condition of the steam or the quality of the steam we need to identify. So for that, we all know that they are having three different conditions or quality of the steam is available. The first one is wet steam, and second one is dry steam, and third one is your superheated steam. Okay, so how these qualities are classified? Okay, so these classification, how these qualities are classified is detailedly explained in the previous lectures. If you have any doubt, you can go through the previous lecture. Okay, so just I am recalling that. So if we say the given specific enthalpy is lesser than the specific enthalpy of saturated vapor, then it is called as a wet steam. Okay, when a given specific enthalpy which is equal to saturated specific enthalpy of vapor, then they are called as dry steam. Okay, so here x value which is equal to 1 here. Okay, then if we say it is a superheated steam, then the specific enthalpy of the saturated vapor is lesser than your given enthalpy. Okay, so this will be applicable for your specific volume also. Okay, for instance, so the given specific volume is lesser than the saturated specific volume of the vapor, then it is called as a wet steam. When the given specific volume and the saturated specific volume of the gas which is equal, they are called as dry steam. When the saturated specific volume of the vapor which is lesser than your given specific volume, then it is called as your superheated steam. Okay, since the same condition will be applied for your specific entropy also. When coming on your temperature, we should say it is a saturation temperature. Okay, so we all know what is saturation temperature. So at this point the phase changes will occur. So in this saturation point, the given temperature is lesser than your saturation point, the steam will be of a wet steam. Then your given temperature which is equal to the saturation temperature, then it is a dry steam. Then the saturation temperature is lesser than your given temperature, then it is known as the state of the steam is your superheated steam. Then, so based on the qualities wet steam, dry steam and superheated steam, we should know some of the basic properties and how to use the formulas for your basic properties. Okay, so first one is your specific enthalpy, the unit is kilojoule per kilogram. If we say the steam is wet, the condition is the given specific enthalpy is lesser than that of your saturated specific enthalpy, then H is equal to Hf plus X into Hfg. Okay, where H is your specific enthalpy at liquid stage. Okay, so this is your combination of both, so liquid and gaseous vapor. Okay, so X is nothing but your dryness fraction. Okay, what is meant by dryness fraction? That is the amount of, that is the mass of vapor present in the total amount of the steam. Okay, so that is mg by mf plus mg. Okay, it's equal to mg by mf plus mg. Then if we say dry steam, I already told that x equal to 1. You substitute your x equal to 1, then it becomes h of g. Okay, so h of g can be written as hg minus hf. So plus hf and minus hf will get cancelled. Again the term will be h is equal to hg here. For superheated, so h is equal to hg plus cp, that is the constant pressure of the superheated temperature values. Then your T superheated minus your T saturation temperature, the difference between your superheated and saturation temperature. For specific volume, again for a wet condition, V is equal to Vf plus X into Vfg, and for dry steam it is V is equal to Vg, and for superheated steam V is equal to Vg into T sup by T saturation. And also for your specific entropy, S is equal to Sf plus X into Sfg, where S equal to Sg. Here for superheated, S is equal to Sg plus Cps of ln into the ratio of T sup by superheated temperature divided by your saturation temperature. And also work done. So we also know that the flow work is equal to P into V. So that is work done is equal to P into V for all the three cases. But this volume, the specific volume will be varied according to these three different conditions. And also know the specific volume is instead of the reciprocal of your density, or otherwise density can be written as 1 by your specific volume in all the three cases of your quality of the steam. Then the specific internal can be determined by H is equal to U plus PV relation. So with this we can write U, specific internal energy U is equal to H minus PV. So this H, the specific enthalpy and the specific volume will be depend on these formulas. What are all the state of the conditions? So corresponding state of the conditions, this internal energy will vary, but the formula for the internal energy for all the three cases are same. Okay. Problem number 10. A vessel having a capacity of 0.05 meter cube contains a mixture of saturated water and saturated steam at a temperature of 245 degrees Celsius. Then the mass of the liquid present is 10 kg. Find the following data. Okay, so a vessel having a capacity of 0.05 meter cube. So the constant volume is given. The volume V is equal to total volume VT is equal to 0.05 meter cube. It contains both the mixture of saturated water and steam. And the temperature capital T is equal to 245 degrees Celsius. The mass of the liquid present MF is equal to 10 kg. We need to find out the pressure, mass and specific volume, specific enthalpy, specific entropy and specific internal. So for that, these are all the given conditions. Okay, we need to find out all the data: pressure, mass, specific volume, specific enthalpy, specific entropy and specific internal. So again, from the steam table, at the temperature 245 degrees Celsius, I have taken up saturation pressure, Vf, Vg, Hf, Hfg, Sf and Sfg, all the data I have written here. Okay, then we all know the volume. Okay, so that is the volume of the fluid, which is equal to mass of the fluid into specific volume of the fluid. So mass of the fluid is given 10. Okay, 10 kilogram, and Vf will be taken from the 245 degrees Celsius. You substitute those values to get the total volume as 0.0124 meter cube. Then the total volume can be written as Vt is equal to Vf plus Vg. So we know total volume Vt is 0.05 meter cube, that is given in the problem, and Vf is 0.0124 meter cube. Substitute these two values to get Vg is equal to 0.0376 meter cube. Then we need to find out the mass. Okay, then we need to find out mass. For that, total mass equal to mass of the gas plus mass of the fluid, the mass of the vapor plus mass of the fluid. So we know mass of the fluid is 10 kg, but we didn't know about mass of the gas. So for that, I am finding out mass of the steam or mass of the vapor, that is total volume of the gas, which is equal to mass of the gas into specific volume. So we know total volume of the gas and also specific volume of the gas. So in this only one unknown term is mass of the gas. So mass of the gas is 0.688 kg. Okay, so substitute those mass of the gas in this equation to get the total mass will be 10.688 kg. And further in the question they have asked about some entities of about enthalpy, entropy and internal energy and so on. Okay, so for that we need to know the mixture is in which condition. So for that we need to find the condition of the quality of the steam and the mixture. So I am using the dryness fraction X equal to mg divided by mf plus mg. Okay, so you substitute all those values to get X equal to 0.064, which is less than 1. So the condition of the steam is again wet here. The condition of the mixture is wet here. So we can use again the formula. So these are all the entities I have taken from the corresponding temperature. T is equal to 250 degrees Celsius from your temperature table. Then V is equal to Vf plus X into Vfg, where Vfg can be written as Vg minus Vf. So substitute all those specific volumes here to get the specific volume as 0.004655 meter cube per kilogram. And specific enthalpy, H is equal to Hf plus X into Hfg, and Hf and Hfg are taken from the table. The temperature T is equal to 250 degrees Celsius, and X we have find it out as 0.064. Substitute those values to get the specific enthalpy is 1172.96 kilojoule per kilogram. In the similar way, we can find the specific entropy. S is equal to Sf plus X into Sfg, where Sf and Sg is taken from the temperature table. T is equal to 250 degrees Celsius, and X we have find it from the previous slide. And with this observation, we can solve the simple equation to get S is equal to 2.962 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Then internal, specific internal energy. So H is equal to U plus PV. We know that U is equal to H minus PV, where the flow work PV, which is equal to work done W. So pressure is taken from the saturation pressure that we have taken from the temperature T is equal to 250 degrees Celsius, and substitute here in a kilopascal to get work done is equal to 17 kilojoule per kilogram. And we know that U is equal to H minus W or H minus PV. Substitute all the values to get the specific internal energy as 1155.96 kilojoule per. So as a result, The pressure is, saturation pressure is 36.523 bar, and the total mass of the steam is 10.688 kilogram, and the condition of the mixture is wet. So using the wet relations, we can find out specific volume, specific enthalpy, and specific entropy, and specific internal energy. So problem number 11. A rigid tank with a volume of 2.5 meter cube contains 15 kilogram of saturated liquid vapor mixture of water at 75 degrees Celsius. So here, a rigid tank of volumes, here it is also constant volume process. V1 is equal to V2, which is equal to 2.5 meter cube, contains 15 kg of saturated liquid vapor mixture. So the total mixture, the mass of the total mass M is equal to 15 kg of the temperature, water is 75 degrees Celsius. Now the water is slowly heated. So initially the mixture is of water, so then it is heated at the second stage. So T1 is equal to 75 degrees Celsius. So determine the temperature at which the liquid in the tank is completely vaporized. Okay, so we need to find out the temperature and the liquid will be changed completely in a vapor stage. We need to find out T2. Okay, so also show the process in a TV diagram with respect to saturation lines. Okay, what they are asking, completely dry. In the second stage, all the water will be vaporized and it should be in a dry condition. Okay, so T saturation temperature we need to. So for that, the specific volume V1 is equal to capital V by M. Okay, so the total volume V is 2.5 and divided by mass is 15 kg. So V1 is equal to 0.16667 meter cube per kg. Since it is a rigid tank, so it is a constant volume process. So we can write the specific volume V1, which is equal to V2, which is equal to Vg, which is equal to 0.16667 meter cube per kilogram. Since it is completely dry, okay, so completely vaporized and it is a dry process, so we can take it out Vg. Okay. Then, so since it is a constant volume process, V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 0.1667. So we need to find out the temperature, saturation temperature. We need to find it out. You check it out, this specific volume value in that steam table for your temperature table. Okay, so check it out the values. Then you can find this is in between 0.1667 is in between these two temperatures, 185 and 190. Okay, so with this two we can find out the saturation temperature. So I can make a table. Here we know that at the corresponding 195 degrees Celsius, your known value, the value will be 0.17386, and at 190 it is 0.15632. But at 0.1667 we didn't know about the temperatures. What is means known value and unknown value? That is, all the entities, three entities are known, then it should be known as known values, and one of the entities we need to find out. So that's why I have named as this is as unknown value. Okay, so for easy identification I am naming like this. Okay, so if known value means we need to know all the three entities, and if it is an unknown value means we need to find out one value. Okay, then we can solve this by two methods. First one is by using your calculator and also your formula method also calculate. First one we can calculate for formula, then we can go for calculator. So this is your formula method. So consider this is x1. Okay, so this term is x1, this is x, and this is x2. Okay, so this is y1 and this is y and this is y2. Okay, so your formula will be x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, then this will be y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1. Okay, so you substitute all those values here to get your saturation temperature as 197 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in this way also we can calculate, or otherwise we can substitute this value to the calculator to get the answer directly. Okay, so for that, so I am writing this table here. Okay, so you take your calculator, in this press your mode button. Okay, so press your mode buttons 2 times. Okay, so press your mode buttons 2 times to get REG, and also you press 2 here. Okay, then you can get like this. Okay, so in the first step you press mode and you press 2, you will get like this. Okay, and in the second step you get line, log, and exponential. Okay, so you have to press log. Okay, so for that you have to press 2 button here. Then in the step 3 you have to press the known value and press comma. Okay, so for that, here the known value, what is the first known value? This is your first known value, 0.17386 comma 185. Okay, so what are the two entities we have known, that we have to type. Okay, so 0.17386, press comma, and you press the corresponding value 185, and in the next step you have to m plus. Okay, so this is your m plus, and you have to press m plus, and your equation will be shown as n is equal to 1 in the calculator. So in the next step, you have to press another entity. What are all the two values you have known? Okay, so these two values we have known and these two values we have known. So you have to enter these two values in the step. Okay, so 0.15632 comma 190. Okay, then again you have to press m plus. Okay, again you have to press m plus. Then your entity will be n is equal to 2. Then you enter the known third value. So this is your known third value, but this entity is not known. So you enter 0.16667. Okay, then don't put comma here. Okay, so don't put comma. Instead of this, what you have to do, you have to press shift. You have to press shift and plus 2. Okay, so you press shift and you have to give 2. Then in your calculator you are showing like this symbol. Okay, so in this you press this arrow to the last. Okay, so press this arrow symbol to this last one. Then what you get, you have to get this one. Okay, so y bar, this is your interpolation symbol, this is y bar. Okay, so for this you have to press 2. Okay, so you press 2, then you will get 0.16667 interpolation. Okay, then finally you press answer, you will get an answer of 186.98. It is around 197 degree Celsius. So as a result, so we can find the T saturation temperature is 187 degrees Celsius, and also in the problem they asked to draw about the TV diagram. Okay, so this is your TV diagram. So in this it is completely vaporized. In the second stage it is completely vaporized. So this is your initial stage, it is fluid. So it is a liquid vapor mixture. So it is initially completely vaporized. So in the dry saturated line you have to touch it. Okay, thank you.